Today's video is focusing on DJI's smallest content creation system that you can get. We're talking about the DJI Osmo Nano and the DJI Mic Mini. Both of them have the tiny word in them because they're technically very small and versatile, meaning you can use them indoors, outdoors. The Osmo Nano has actually a display that you can use it as a controller, which enables us to get some interesting shots, but also you're always aware of what you're shooting. You never have to worry about, if you mount the camera at the top, where is your focus. You can always control it. And of course, there's a lot more accessories we're going to talk about in this video. So without further ado, this is the DJI Osmo Nano and the DJI Mic Mini. Let's check them out and see what makes this tiny setup so special. Like and subscribe and make sure you hit that bell icon so they're always notified to whenever we have new videos for you on the channel. So in front of us we have the combo that DJI sent over. I want to say first and foremost, thank you very much for sharing this with us and providing us the ability of sharing with you guys our experience after using this for about a month now. So we have obviously the Osmo Nano. This is a built-in system. Now this one is the 128 configuration. There's two versions of it, the 64 and 128. And the nice thing about it is you can also expand the storage or add additional storage up to 1 terabyte. We have the magnetic head strap. Now this enables us to do a lot of nice POV, but definitely using a head-mounted experience, so you're looking more top-down. And one of the other accessories that we have here is the dual directional quick release foldable adapter mount, which enables us to actually use, I would say more, outdoor experiences and mounts that are more compatible with what we've seen already on the market. Last but not least, it of course is the Mic Mini, and the Mic Mini obviously is one of their more smaller form factor microphones that works great with the DJI Osmo Nano, which again provides us a very unique experience. Now, last but not least, of course, there's one more accessory, and this is a lanyard that you're able to put either in front or behind your shirt, and it actually magnetically connects to the back of the Osmo Nano, providing you more of a chest-mounted POV experience, where the head-mounted experience here is obviously a top-down. This one's more forward. In front of us is the entire package that we were talking about. First and foremost, obviously, is the camera itself. This is the Nano. If you really have to think about it, this technically is the Nano. The Nano itself is just the camera that we have in here. It's a beautifully configured, very nicely waterproof, up to 10 meters in the water. Absolutely great. You can actually go in the water, no problems at all. And it's actually sealed. There is no openings. There's no doors to open in here. There's a one configuration button here. You can turn it on and start recording. Also, we have lens here that is actually a replaceable lens. You actually can open it up, and if it does, for any reason, ever get damaged, you can replace it and add an additional one. And that provides you a very interesting experience there. So you're always protected, and you're always able to make sure that the system is running at the best configuration possible. You probably have noticed already that there is some pin connectors, or basically pins at the bottom here, as well as two little clamps. And that's how the actual display connects. Now, the display connects using the pin connectors here to be able to charge it. So the charging has to be done using the base or the camera itself, or basically the display. They configure or they connect using the clamps, and it's a very strong clamp. The nice thing about it is you can configure it and connect it in any direction you want. Automatically charges the main camera from the base unit. So as long as you have this charged all the way, it'll basically give you the configuration. Tapping it once will give you access to activating it or turning it on, and you can configure all of this. And the nice thing about it is once you separate it, the experience stays the same. You're able to configure it to be more 9:16, 16:9 or 9:16 aspect ratio by just turning the camera. If you start recording in one format and you basically start recording and then you turn it, the format stays in that same video the exact way. Now, the nice thing about it is the case or the combo pack that we got here also provides us a nice little protector for the camera itself. So if I take this out here, put it down, again, camera is still running, and you'll notice that there's a pass-through option for the pins as well as the clamps. I can go ahead and put that in. Put it in directly, and it just goes very smoothly, very easily. We lose the coloring on the button on the top, but we still have full functionality. There is a built-in magnet here, so this actually is a magnetized experience, which means you can mount it directly here or on a camera for this point of view camera angles, or even use, as we've talked about here, this little lanyard option that enables to actually use the camera. Again, you can configure it to be sitting the way you want it, like this. You want to be able to put it straight upwards, but again, all of this is done, and you're always able to see what you're doing with the camera. Very nice, super nice, and of course magnetic. And I love the fact that this is dual-sided magnetic, meaning if you need to connect this or mount this somewhere else, this is also magnetic on the back. Here, you're able to mount it directly. Also, if you, let's say you want to use the entire configuration, although I would probably say this is a little bit too heavy, you are able to, it will hold it, but it does get a little bit more wobbly. So your best configuration is just to use the camera. Now, of course, we obviously have to talk about this quick release mount that also comes in here. By default, it looks very nice and thin. So you can put it in here, configure it, connect it to the bottom of your camera. And because it's a dual directional or it doesn't affect it, you can open it up, connect it to any kind of outdoor accessories or head mounts or any kind of bike mounts. And when you don't need it, you can put it down and then use the screw at the bottom here to be able to mount it directly onto a tripod. Because it also has that quick release, you never have to unlock it. You just basically put it on, take it off. And this will also work directly with the base station, so you can mount it and basically stack it. Still gives you the configuration. Really nice, really like this accessory. Last but not least, of course, is the suction cup mount option that we get in here. Pretty much the exact same configuration. You can connect it directly to the camera. You can connect it directly in, well, I guess to the display or directly into the camera. You get the experience you want it, and then you can position it, put it in the way you want it. And this is great, and I'm going to share with you guys some of those shots where I was actually able to record me driving either in the car by using either directly with the head strap that comes in here, or using the suction cup. Because my car, as a Tesla, I have a lot of glass. I'm able to mount this in really nice places. Of course, I don't want to go too far without talking about the head mount strap here that we have. It's very nice, and I really appreciate that it comes with a nice little soft cushion where it actually sits on your forehead. So for the most part, it actually does feel very comfortable, very nice, adjustable, of course. And for the most part, it just utilizes the same system in here. You can just mount it, you know exactly where it is. You can put it forward, you can put it down, configure it to the way you want it. When you're ready, just go ahead and clip it or unclip it, and you're done. And this is great if you're trying to do hands-on POV shots. Absolutely great. Now, the last thing I do want to talk about, obviously, is the Mic Mini. Now, one of the weird things that I noticed when I first got the DJI package here is that it doesn't come with a carrier. For the most part, this is intended to be basically carried around in this configuration. Again, either front-facing or rear-facing. The Mic Mini does come with a bag, and it actually comes with a few accessories. First, it comes with the magnet to be able to mount it directly under the shirt. So you have a very nice DJI branded magnet. The mic itself is also very nicely encased. It does require the dock that is included in the box to charge it. The dock uses USB-C. Same thing with the camera. The camera uses USB-C. You just basically pop it here and it opens up. One thing to mention, as I mentioned to you guys at the beginning of it, is that the camera itself is up to 10 meters allowed. You can go into the water up to 10 meters. But then when you combine it with the actual dock itself, you're basically limited to an IPX4. So it's a splash resistant dock. And one of the things about it, as you'll notice, is that although we have gases in here, it's not intended to be submerged. But this is where you'll be able to add the additional storage up to 1 terabyte and using the USB-C to charge it. So both include charging cables and both will charge over USB-C. That was one thing I wanted to kind of make sure to cover that for you guys. But the bottom base is straightforward. We have that button here for the turning on. You can configure the function. The clamps, very straightforward again, with a couple of dead mounts. So in case you want to go with the gray one or you want to go with the black one, it's really, really nice. It also comes with a charging cable and the carrying case. So my favorite configuration, I'll probably say the way I've been carrying my camera for the most part, is I just put the microphone, well, I put the actual dead cats here. I take the microphone, configure it. There's a couple of pockets in here, 2 on each side. I put the dock on that side. Go ahead and get the camera, mount it directly in here. You'll see it's straight up. Put it in, position it to the back, and then from there, you're pretty much ready to go. And of course, this is it. My camera setup, my microphone setup, everything that I need is ready to go magnetically. And if I need to bring in maybe the accessory, the lanyard one that I'm able to use to hang the camera on my chest, I can include that in there because it's thin enough. But other than that, really, I feel like this should have been included in the Osmo, but it depends on the package that you're getting with the combo. You may include that. Now, if you're wondering, this obviously is the camera itself by itself is about 52 grams. The dock is about 72 grams. So between the two, it does get a little bit heavier, but again, you're expecting an action camera configuration that works just the way you want it in whichever configuration you want. And you want to mount this on anything directly. I've been using this as a top-down camera. I've been using this as a POV. When I'm traveling, I've been basically mounting it and having just basically personal shots to be able to do some B-roll. It's really, really absolutely fantastic and versatile. Now, when we're talking about the camera performance, first and foremost, this is a 1/1.3 inch CMOS sensor, and this one is at f2.8 aperture. Now, also 143 field of view here with the experience that we have, so it's an ultra wide lens, and of course capable of shooting slow motion up to 4K 120 and regular video at up to 4K 60 frames per second. Really, really nice. And of course, still shots at up to 35 megapixels. So in case you want to take pictures with this, this is obviously going to do the same. You can configure the entire experience. Let's go ahead and bring this over. Press and power on, turn it on. I'll give it a second to power on. And then from here, what we can do is just basically swipe up from the bottom. and we can configure the experience. Now, we're right now in video mode, so 4K 60 at 16:9 is the maximum. 4:3 aspect ratio, again, at 50 frames per second. And one of the things I want to explain is when we get into these experiences, let's go ahead and put it this way. You can change the orientation in here and see what you want to configure it. Right now, I have it in auto, which means if I turn the camera, it will configure with it and it will go. Also, if we just jump in here directly, we're able to see the existing footage that we did. We're going to talk about that in a second. We can click here. And here we're able to go between video, still images, super night mode for low light photography, slow motion up to 4K 120. Of course, we also have time lapse. And one of the experiences here, obviously, is how we're able to use all of these experiences and customize them. Swiping down from the top gives us access to the quick settings experience that we have. We have the ability of turning on voice control. We have the ability of obviously turning on video, configuring microphone. Again, we talked about the fact that we have the ability of setting it up and using it. So if we go ahead and turn on the Mic Mini, it automatically reconnects. And as you can see here, not only do you see the battery level, but you automatically see the gauge, and you can definitely see that it is pulling the audio right away. Now, the nice thing about that is obviously I'm not using a receiver to be able to connect this. I'm connecting it directly into the camera. As far as the configuration, let's go ahead and go back one more time, swipe to the right. Internal storage, again, we had 128 gigs of storage. I have 68 gigs left. As you can see, I've been using it quite a bit. I'm able to add an additional storage here for SD card. And you can go, of course, and customize the different experiences, the buttons, the always on display, the screen off, the latency, the water resistant. It does support USB connection here with really high speed transfer rate up to 600 megabits and of course up to 80 megabits wirelessly using Wi-Fi 6. So really good configuration when you're transferring your content. And we're going to talk about the app. Now, you're able to configure the option of using standard profile for video shots here as far as what you're able to do. And you're also able to turn on Pro mode. Keep in mind that this entire thing does not require me to have the camera in there. I'm still connected wirelessly, and we're doing all of this configuration in there. You can change the configuration. You can obviously also shoot in log, which is really, really nice. And of course, endurance mode, image adjustment, if you need to do anything here, normal color profile, you can jump in there. You have D-Log 10-bit, and of course we have normal 10-bit, normal 8-bit, and that's mostly what I've been shooting here, but for the most part, it works really, really nice. To configure the camera itself, you definitely download the DJI Mimo application directly from the Google Play Store or from the Apple App Store. Automatically reconnects to it. You'll see here it's going to connect, give me access directly into the footage that's on it. Now, of course, you want to be able to see how fast we're able to transfer some content. I'm just go ahead and select a few videos. So here, these are a few B-roll clips that I was trying to shoot here. I was using one inside of the bag as I was throwing some trash in there, doing different shots. I'll show that to you guys in a second, but I wanted to just say, let's go ahead and transfer it. We'll download. And as you can see here, transfer rates are absolutely crazy fast. Like we're already at 20, 35, 38%. It's downloading everything. We're 2 videos down, 3 videos down, and just one more video will be able to get it in. I've also had the opportunity of using it, trying to get it in there when the cats were eating, using different options in there, walking shots. Again, driving shots have been one of my favorite ones. You can definitely see right there. Also, obviously taking some images, head-mounted experience as well, as we've been basically just testing it out using a whole bunch of different experience. You can go into the album and you can actually use the system here to either edit it. Let's go ahead and pause the video. You can actually go in there, customize it, create filters, take images, mirror, aspect ratio, create content from it, and then when you're done, just export it directly into your gallery. Although it does download it directly to your gallery the moment you download it from the camera. So all of this is done. If I wanted to transfer the content directly from here to my PC, I can just go ahead, open up the port on the side. Let's go ahead and open up this side, connect it via USB-C, and here we'll be able to use the 800 megabits a second transfer rate, even faster for that. Now, as I mentioned to you guys at the beginning of the video, I've been using this system for over a month, and I've used it in obviously here at home, when I'm out and about and try to shoot content on a scooter, if I'm traveling, if I'm in the car, if I'm going places, working in the office, anywhere I want to be able to use a camera system that is small and nimble. Again, as I showed you guys with the carrying case, it is absolutely the size of my palm. That's how small it is, and it's really versatile. Small camera, small microphone, and you're able to use it wherever you want. So I'm going to share with you guys a lot of those footage. I'm also going to give you guys the outro of this video shot straight on the Osmo Nano using the Mic Mini. You got to love the fact that I set up my camera and I did everything already done in advance. Then I activated the microphone and it connected and it took over the microphone audio or the audio from the built-in Nano. So it's really, really good. I have the monitor watching me, the camera facing me, and a little bit of a nook right now, so it's not that bad, but it's actually pretty cool. So again, great for mobility. That is one of the biggest things I have to say on this. So I wanted to summarize the entire experience and give you guys my opinions after using this for the last few weeks and even traveling with this, documenting, vlogging, and even capturing the moments. First and foremost, the Nano is a piece of tech that, or the DJI Nano specifically, is a piece of tech that's versatile. It's not just a camera. Like right now, I'm actually recording using the actual camera module itself, but I'm using the display as a viewfinder to be able to position myself and make sure that the frame is correct. Like when I first did this, actually, I realized that I was in the shadow, or half my face was, and I had to basically move away. I'm also using a microphone that has noise cancellation. This is the DJI Mic Mini that has noise cancellation that enables me to record in an environment right now where there is a loud air conditioner down there, a lot of water sound in the back, cars, just things that are typically not necessarily adding to the video. But I wanted to be able to record that and then cancel that out using the built-in mic, meaning we're getting straight audio directly synced with the video without having to worry about that. The second part about that, obviously, is the ecosystem that the Nano, or DJI, that's built around the Nano. We have a protective case that has strong magnets capabilities as well. The ability of using this display front-facing or rear-facing or even wirelessly, also game-changing. The ability of using the necklace or the lanyard with the magnets so you can actually have it as an FPV view. The ability of using it as basically a baseball cap, connecting it so you have more of a top-down view so you can do hands-on. The ability of using even a suction mount, like we did that with the car demo when I was driving, when I was taking my cat for a doctor visit. Just things like that, even a head strap to be able to use it in case if you don't have, let's say, obviously a cap that you want to use. But the experiences that we're talking about this is, it just augments or at least gives us more flexible options to be able to create content with the Nano. So because of that, and because I've been using this, traveling with it, and doing all of this stuff, I've really come to appreciate what DJI is doing here. The Osmo Pocket 3 has been my favorite content creation camera. I don't use it as vlogging per se, because I use it literally as opposed to a DSLR. The Nano for me fills in the gaps of where that camera can't just do that for me, because now I have a B camera. Essentially is I can record with an A camera, be it the Pocket 3, and then use the Nano as a secondary camera, or use it for B-roll, use it for other conventional things that you want to be able to do while still being in the moment and not missing out on enjoying the content or enjoying life, really, not even content. I mean, I am a content creator, so for me this is always on the forefront of what I do. How do I capture the content and how do I relay that to you guys? So with that being said, I would say if you're looking for a camera system or a camera to help you capture those moments and while allowing you to be in those moments and enjoying them, I feel like the Nano does that very well. The software that we have here is very mature, the experiences are very strong, the ecosystem is very big. And again, this is not the only microphone you can use. You can obviously use the built-in audio or even use the new microphones that I think DJI just released. So for the most part, you're going to be getting a lot of functional options built into a very small package that is absolutely great. It has built-in storage, expandable storage. Again, the dock itself charges the main unit itself, so you're able to use it. And again, there's so many more things that you could do with it. So at the end of the day, I want to say, obviously, first and foremost, thank you very much to DJI for sponsoring this video. But everything that I'm sharing with you guys is for me using this piece of tech and actually enjoying and creating content with it. And of course, it allows me to do so much more now that I didn't even realize I was missing out. So like and subscribe as usual. Let me know in the comments below, what do you guys think of the brand new DJI Nano? And is this something that you could consider for yourself as your next camera to be able to capture life and those moments that you're living?